Drew Bledsoe.
You got to sit down
Need
here.
it. We're talking Bledsoe.
Immediately.
Yep.
Immediately.
Yep.
Immediately.
Yeah, on the hop here. Grab the mic.
Yes, sir.
Could I get you a cup of coffee?
Sure, why not?
Do we have any cups left?
We might get you. Look at. All right. Yeah. All right. Love the Bledsoe jersey. I actually just ordered one of those.
No way.
I swear to God, 2 weeks ago.
Is it like this one? Like
It might be that exact same one.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I got this one for Christmas. It was really nice.
Longtime Bledsoe fan?
I wouldn't say so. I mean, I just really just love the Patriots. I'm a big Patriots fan, even like a Boston fan. Honestly, I just thought this would be cool because I just really like the old jerseys. I went to go see a Patriots game for my first time like a while ago, and I just love the jersey style. I mean, I honestly think they should bring it back. Just the 90s style is just amazing. It's phenomenal, man.
Have you watched the Dynasty?
Oh, yeah. I mean, my dad was just telling me, he's like, yo, we got to watch the Dynasty. You know, it just came out. It was honestly really great. It's sad, you know, the way Bledsoe, you know, his career turned out. He was like one of the like most highest, like greatest QB, highest paying, hell. And then just for him to, you know, get injured, to almost die from an injury especially, and then just little did we know we had our 199 round pick, you know, Tom Brady just come in and do what he did and just become one of the greatest of all time.
I think one of my biggest takeaways watching it so far is that Drew Bledsoe he deserves love, and I think he's getting a lot of love.
I think he deserves the love, you know, because, you know, the way Robert Kraft saw him was like his own son, you know. I think he definitely deserves the love that he got. It just, the way it turned out and the way it, you know, what happened to him, it just kind of crappy because he just kind of went downhill after that injury, even though it sucks because he didn't get his starting job back, even though it's like, you know, it's a starting quarterback, you know. We expected him to come back and do his thing, but, you know, knowing Belichick, he was like, you know, he always won competition. You always want him to, you know, like competition every week. Everyone deserves their own.
So Teddy Bruschi said it. Did you watch the latest episode 3 and 4?
I haven't seen the latest one. I've only watched 1 and 2.
1 and 2. Okay, this is Teddy Bruschi said it in one of the later episodes. It's not really giving it away because it's pretty obvious, but he articulated. He said Drew Bledsoe was the Patriot way. He was the first person to practice what Bill Belichick was preaching, and that it's team first.
100%.
Because he could have blown up the entire operation. And he said, Tommy, go out there and sling it.
Oh, yeah. I remember watching the, I think it was the Tom Brady documentary. I forgot what the exact, it was that one where he was saying, like, you know, just run the ball, be protective, and hold it. And then just Drew, you know, just being the guy he is, he's like, you know what, just go out and sling it, man. And little did we know he'd win the, you know, first Super Bowl for the Patriots. It was awesome. I think it was 36, right?
Super Bowl 36.
36, because I remember then after it was Bucks and Raiders, and then Bucks won that one, and then we won back-to-back after that one. That was awesome.
Yeah. There's something with the Drew Bledsoe. It's been a lot of our topic today, but I don't know if you saw in one of the previous documentaries, Susky, maybe you saw this too. There's a story where Drew Bledsoe is telling it, and he says, within 24 hours after we won that Super Bowl in 2001, I was alone on a chairlift with my goggles down, sobbing.
Oh, yeah, 100%, because it's like, when Tom Brady got injured playing against, you know, the Steelers, just for Drew Bledsoe to come back and just, you know, bring the Patriots to an AFC Championship win, and just to have him do all that, you know, it's good to have him back, but then the Super Bowl just, you know, we didn't get a starting job back, which kind of stinks because after that performance, after all that long time of recovering, to just come back, sling it, and just do Drew Bledsoe stuff to not get his job back is just really, you know, it was tough to see.
I'm getting the sense that you got that jersey more than just because you like the throwback. You love Drew Bledsoe, right? You like that kind of player.
I just love, you know, the New England Patriots. I just really love the old dynasty, just the old Belichick way, the old, you know, ways, because that's when they had guys like Bruschi, Willie McGinnis, they had Lawyer Malloy, they had Ty Law, just a great group. I mean, obviously those are just defensive players, but like Troy Brown, who else? I can't think of his name. Dave Patton, rest in peace. He was a great player, man.
What's got to change with this team? Is Gerard Mayo taking the helm enough? Is the draft a big part of it? I mean, what needs to happen here?
You know, honestly, going forward, it's kind of tough, especially when you It was kind of tough because when Brady left, everyone was kind of in shambles, just trying to figure out like who's going to be our next quarterback. And Mac Jones trying to come in and try to be, he had some big shoes to fill because you can't really replace Brady because it's like one in a lifetime type of guy. You know, you'll never see a guy like that. Obviously, I mean, everyone's trying to compare him to Mahomes, but you know, that's different league. Different league. You know, he didn't have to play against, you know, the Baltimore Ravens and all that stuff. But it's going back to it. It's tough when you have a team like that. I think drafting, we would have to go with Marvin Harrison. I mean, that's just me though. Anybody can have their own opinion. Yeah. See, like.
Well, listen. Anything people say is just an opinion at this point because we don't know. And also, we don't know what's going to happen when free agency opens. So, like, March 13th, if they sign Baker Mayfield, then they're obviously, you know, probably not going to get a quarterback. It'd be stupid. 100%. So, at this point, I
honestly think going with a veteran quarterback would be a much, I wouldn't say easier decision, but it would be like a better decision because, you know, when we're trying to figure out what we have to do with like younger guys, trying to have them develop as quarterbacks, but you know, when we have guys that are already developed and already kind of like know the system of like kind of being a quarterback and trying to like what they know and how to figure out stuff, and it just like kind of like once we have that settled down, we can start working around him. We can start working around the offense and start trying to build off of that, and it's tough.
NBC Sports Boston did a really cool comparison this past week. They showed essentially the last 24 games of Drew Bledsoe's career, and the most recent 24 games that Mac Jones has played. The numbers were very similar. There was almost like a slight edge to Mac Jones. Right? You said that you're a little bummed out that Drew Bledsoe kind of got, you know, he never got that job back. Have you turned the page on Mac Jones? Or you still think there's hope for him?
I mean, it's kind of tough because it's just like one of those things where it's like some people are like, you know, kind of shove him aside, try to get a new quarterback, or just like try to keep him. But it's like one of those things where it's like we had 3 different offensive coordinators. When it's tough when you have to go from one to another in like 3 years. I mean, it's like one of those things. It's like you want to have someone that is like staying there, has that job, and tries to like really work with them. But it's tough trying to work with a quarterback where you have 3 different offensive coordinators in the span of 3 seasons. So it's like it's like very difficult trying to help him develop as a quarterback when it's just like different offensive schemes and different like ways trying to develop him. It's just like I think everybody's turned their back on him because it's like we just can't, I don't know, we can't really just get over the fact that Brady's gone, and you know, it's one of those things where he's an amazing player, great player, you know.
Who's an amazing player?
Brady, and you know, it's one of those,
Don't worry.
You think I was talking about Mac Jones?
I just wanted to confirm.
Oh yeah, no, but you know, it's tough when you're trying to develop around a quarterback when, you know, offensively it just kind of you know, it's kind of a mess, man.
You never want to be the guy that replaces the legend, whether
100%.
That's Mac Jones with Brady or, dare I say, Mayo with Belichick. Time will tell how that works out.
Exactly.
But I can already start to see, and I start to hear it, we've talked about it again, compensation on the part of Mayo and now Kraft, where we are not Belichick's team anymore. This is how we're doing it, and it just feels like they're trying really hard to be different. And 100%. I know that they are inherently.
Yeah, 100%.
Do you feel that?
That they're trying to be different?
That they're going out of their way?
They're going out of their way? I mean, as much as, you know, the Belichick way was just great, you know, because he was here for like, 24, 22 seasons at least. It's tough because it's like you know, he was like this lifelong coach that's like really brought us season in, season out. And trying to go from a different way, we have to do something, anything, you know, trying to get back on course. And it's kind of one of those things where it's like, it doesn't matter what it may be, we just need to get back to doing the Patriot way, which I think Jerome Mayo is trying to do because he obviously, you know, was under the coaching of Belichick himself. You know, I think he was a pretty great, you know, defensive player. Worked along many guys like Hightower, a bunch of other guys too. But I think in retrospect, I think we just got to focus on what we have to do as an organization, just try to get back on track to the way it was. Because obviously, like, it's tough when you go from this great dynasty, you know, and then to now where everyone's like, you know, years, like 3 years at least, you know, where we kind of just gone a little downhill.
It's hard to have celebrated that wooden ship, right? And
100%.
now all these pieces are in different areas, and we're no longer in commission at all. And we have this new boat that we're still told is the Patriots, but is not. Now, it's been funny to see some of these folks end up in different spots. You know, Tom Brady down in Tampa. Did you celebrate that Super Bowl? Were you excited about that one?
Which one? Oh, when he won in Tampa? Yeah, honestly, it was crazy because honestly, after knowing, well, I mean, obviously not knowing him, but like the way he is as a competitor.
It feels like we know him. It does, right? We grew up with him, right?
As a competitor, getting kicked out of, well, I won't say kicked out of New England, but like having to move forward, obviously.
He was kicked out of New England. You can say that.
Yeah, he was kicked out of New England.
Just say it.
Yeah, he was kicked out of New England.
Tom Brady was kicked out of New England.
Tom Brady was kicked out of New England, but, knowing him, he's a competitor. He's going to work his butt off. He's going to do what he needs to do. He's going to do Tom Brady stuff. We've seen it for like the whole dynasty, even to retirement, even though it may have only got him like one Super Bowl, but still the year.
Only one Super Bowl.
I mean, but
that's how we talk about him, though, right?
Yeah,
wait, only got who one Super Bowl? Brady.
Tom Brady delaying his retirement, right? Going to Tampa Bay.
Yeah,
only got him one more Super Bowl.
So he leaves. He leaves home and he wins 1-1.
And it wasn't worth it.
Not enough.
I mean, maybe not enough, right? But I think in the end he proved his point. He doesn't need Belichick.
It's money line tonight.
Should sit down and say it. All right, thanks for stopping by.
Oh, of course, I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
We appreciate
Have a good one.
Yeah.